Zamil Industrial is leading manufacturing, industrial, and construction organization that was established in 1998 by merging several Zamil family-owned business. And in 2002, I'm looking after the whole IT. We are about 95 plus consultants working in these locations, mainly in Saudi and then in India. So we used to have 4 different instances, one in covering the GCC and one in India, one in Egypt and Vietnam. When we decided that we need an analytics platform, and we were thinking that about the traditional solution available in the market from the last 10 years, and we're trying to find what's most suitable for us. And when we took so much time in order to come up with our first platform, and we faced the challenges, we thought that maybe we need a better solution, but we were still thinking within the traditional analytics platforms until one of our team members started talking about Incorta. Once we started talking about the differences between the technology and the methodology that Incorta is using and between the traditional application, we started seeing the benefit. And every time we got deeper in the discussion, so we understand more about their subscription model or about real-time analytics that they can provide. And once in the POC, once we found out that we were able to load our whole GL data of 2 years in just 4 minutes, that was impressive for us. And this is where we took the decision. So our ambition was to move everything in one place and get rid of all the in-house application that we used to have. Now, once we went live with our AC sector, we started realizing the challenges that we have, because even though that we consolidate several applications into one, but even this one application is working with other applications. Like, for example, we have Fusion, we have order transportation management, we have CBQ, and we still have some in-house application or some engineering application. And the main problem we were facing is that we were not able to get a consolidated report out of this application. And that was the main thing. We faced some other problem because of the size of the data and the nature of the cloud application. The performance of the extraction of the data is very slow compared to our need, plus other smaller problems like the number of users that we need to utilize. So the main purpose for starting an analytics project is trying to get all this data up to the transactional level from all these applications and put them in one place, and try as much as we can to have this data detailed and mostly online or up to date. We tried before in this project to use different kind of platform, and we faced many challenges. And the main challenge that we were facing is that topology of that application was very complex, and it consists of several components, which was hard to maintain and track. And we used to have different kind of problems in these different components. And the second problem is that in this platform, we need to build everything from scratch. So we need to design the model, we need to design data model, the physical model, and then we need to build the ETL tool. And then that was taking a lot of time from us. And the third problem is that all the traditional analytics platform requires or enforces 1 at a day load, which doesn't fulfill, let's say, 50% of our needs. And we found that using Incorta can help us overcome these kind of problems. And that's where we started the engagement with Incorta. We spent the first maybe 8 months using the old way to try to build up 1 or 2 dashboards. And during the POC with Incorta, we were able to come live with 1 dashboard in a couple of days. And that was amazing for us, especially that this special dashboard that we built as a POC was very complex, takes a lot of time in the other platform to populate the data, and has to be refreshed regularly, not once in a day. After the POC, we started to integrate and bring the data from all the different platforms that we have. So we started with Oracle Fusion, which has a ready-made adapter for Incorta, and then we started working on transportation management, Oracle CBQ. We connected to a database where we have some custom application, a few legacy application, and we brought everything in one place. And then we moved to the next challenge that we have, which is some of the heavyweight reports that we used to run in some of these applications, and we tried to implement the same in Incorta, and the difference in the performance was huge. And then we moved on to the report that we were not able to generate using the old application because it brings data from 2 or sometimes 3 applications. And we started showing results with these reports. And this is where got interested for the business. And they started asking us for more and more until we ended up with more than 50 different dashboards. And we have right now more than 180 users using Incorta daily. And this is just maybe 10 to 20% of the number of users we're targeting. The key feature that we liked in Incorta is first, the number of data sources that we can connect to, because we have multiple data sources in different applications, and we still have some other data sources that we are planning to integrate. The next feature is the near real-time data analytics. The performance of the data extraction in Incorta is much better than the normal traditional ETL processes. The subscription model that we have with Incorta helped us to onboard as many users as we want in Incorta. Okay, so there's no restriction on the number of users. We have one subscription based on the size of data, and that encourages us to add more and more users. One of the key features that we liked in Incorta, having the ready-made apps, which help us to deliver ready-made KPIs faster. It requires some tuning, but in the end, the repository and the model is there. And even though that sometimes we target some of the modules or some of the tables that's not in Incorta, the way that Incorta works, especially with the Fusion, by extracting the data object directly from Fusion to Incorta, made it very easy for us to create a new dashboard and new analytics. And that's why within a year time, we're having more than 50 dashboards. We are also utilizing the visualization that Incorta is providing, the different kind of graphs, the different kinds of KPIs and the models that it has to deliver more appealing dashboard to the users. I think the main benefit business is getting is how fast we can develop a new dashboard for them, and how easy they can even start utilizing the application in order to create their own dashboard. So to compare with the old solution that we were using, we spent like 8 months trying to come up with 1 or 2 dashboards. In Incorta, we were able to do this in just 3 days. And with the same period that took us 1 or 2 dashboards to develop over 50 dashboards in Incorta. And that's what's really benefit or make the difference for the business, because in the end, it's business can see the dashboard in any platform. But how fast he can rely and get these dashboards, this is the main key differentiator.